This is Frederica Goldberger, also known as Mamika. She's become a star late in life. The grandmother in a superhero costume, photographed in unusual settings, is a hit on websites like Facebook and MySpace. But she still can't quite comprehend that she has an international community of fans.
I always think I look ugly, that I'm not well groomed. I'm always self-critical, which is normal, isn't it? No, I'm not self-delusional. I don't believe other people think I'm interesting. Sometimes I think this is no good, this is boring, but then it turns out everyone likes it, precisely because it's an old woman. If I were 50, no one would be interested.
Mamika's grandson, Sacha Goldberger, helps produce the unbelievable pictures. That is, when he's not taking photos for fashion magazines or developing advertising campaigns, like this one for a compact car.
In advertising, you have to be creative all day, working for big clients. I thought it was interesting to develop ideas not just for brand names, but also for other projects. I always try to come up with something new so that my pictures never become boring.
Sacha Goldberger's grandmother has become his favorite model. After retiring from work at the age of 80, she needed something to do.
She was no longer working, was bored and feeling a bit down, but not depressed. So I suggested we take a few pictures. She said, okay, if it makes you happy. And that's how we began. It was like a game. But neither she nor I ever expected that people all over the world, like journalists in Germany and China, would be interested in our pictures. That was all unplanned.
Since then, Granny and grandson have come up with the craziest ideas. Their pictures have been shown in a Paris gallery, and a book has even been published on Mamika. Also, it's not only Sacha who has good ideas.
He took pictures of me in front of the house, and then I had an idea. He's always looking for funny things, and that's good. And so I said to him, why don't you do everything backwards? And so I sat down backwards, and then an old man came by and just shook his head. He must have thought I'd lost my marbles.
The pictures also live from special effects. Frederica Goldberger gets her superhero look on the computer. But Sacha isn't telling us the tricks of his trade.
For a good photo, everything has to be right. Everything has to be perfect down to the smallest detail and at the right moment. The dog has to take the right position, my grandmother has to have the right facial expression, and the smoke has to rise in the right place. The decoration has to fit, and the light too. Then you get a good picture. And of course, the retouching is always important, so that you don't see the effects.
Sacha Goldberger is lucky. His grandmother is game for almost anything.
You know, I've always worked a lot, an awful lot. So doing this is nothing. And it takes hardly any time, 1 or 2 hours. And it amuses me.
Sacha Goldberger has been busy taking his grandmother's story further, adding a new man to her life. Super Grandpa Papika. The two make a perfect couple.